Mike Trout in Phillies pinstripes. It is the white whale of Philadelphia sports rumors, the one that has haunted the Delaware Valley for a decade. But suddenly, right now in the year 2026, it is staring Dave Dombrowski right in the face. A proposed blockbuster trade has just hit the wire, and it suggests the Philadelphia Phillies need to make the call to Anaheim to land the $426 million three-time MVP and 11-time All-Star. Is this the final, earth-shattering move the Phillies need to absolutely dominate the NL East and secure that elusive World Series ring? Let's not sugarcoat what we are seeing in the outfield right now. We all know the front office tried to patch the holes. They brought in Adolis Garcia, hoping for that Texas Rangers playoff magic. But let's be brutally honest. The early returns on the Garcia experiment are giving us serious heartburn. You cannot trust an aging veteran with glaring strikeout problems, especially coming off a sub-700 OPS season. The swing and miss is a liability when the lights get bright in red October. And then there is Justin Crawford. We love the kid. He is our top prospect. His speed is electric, and his ceiling is sky high. But does Justin Crawford bring the immediate, middle-of-the-order, terrifying star power that this lineup desperately needs right this second? No. He is the future, but the Phillies' window is right now. Even Brandon Marsh, as much as we love the wet hair and the vibes, is not a lock to anchor this outfield for the next decade. Enter the Millville Meteor. Fansided's Christopher Klein just dropped a bombshell proposal, and I have been thinking about this all day. He argues that if Mike Trout's explosive start to this 2026 season is real, and the numbers suggest it absolutely is, Philadelphia has to pick up the phone. Let's look at the raw data, because the deep analysis here is staggering. Through the first 3 games of this season, Trout is slashing a video game-like 5.56, 7.33, 1.222, with an absurd 1.956 OPS. He already has 5 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. He looks healthy. He looks angry. He looks like the guy who has a career, 978 OPS, with 406 home runs. Now, I want you to close your eyes and visualize this lineup. Imagine being an opposing pitcher walking into Citizens Bank Park. The crowd is deafening. The fanatic is riding an ATV around the dirt. And you have to face this 4-man gauntlet: Trea Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout. Are you kidding me? That is not just a lineup. That is a weapon of mass destruction. Right now, the Phillies have a glaring issue in the 4-hole. We have seen the poor production, the rally-killing at-bats when teams pitch around Bryce. If you put Mike Trout behind Bryce Harper, you completely change the geometry of the strike zone for the opposing pitcher. You cannot walk Harper to get to Trout. You cannot pitch around Schwarber to get to Harper to get to Trout. It is a tactical nightmare for opposing managers. Trout's advanced metrics, his barrel rate, his chase rate, his hard hit percentage, even in his mid-30s, remain in the elite percentiles of Major League Baseball when he is on the field. He fixes the right-handed power deficiency in the middle of the order, and defensively, he stabilizes an outfield that has been a revolving door of question marks. But let's talk about the strategic impact, because Dave Dombrowski is playing 4D chess here. Dombrowski is not a GM who hugs prospects. He is a shark. He built his legacy on making the massive, paradigm-shifting trades that push a team over the finish line. The Angels are stuck in purgatory. Trout is currently in year 8 of a 12-year, $426.5 million deal. The money left on his contract is actually slightly less than what the Phillies were reportedly offering Bo Bichette over 7 years. John Middleton has said time and time again that he wants his damn trophy back. He has proven he will write the blank check. Taking on Trout's money is a massive financial commitment, but it proves exactly how serious this ownership group is about building a dynasty. If you have to package a deal centered around Justin Crawford, maybe Mick Abel, and another high-level piece to get the Angels to eat some of that money, or just take the contract off their hands, Dombrowski has to consider it. Let's pivot to the voice of the fans, because Philly fans know exactly what I'm talking about. The temperature on Broad Street right now is a mix of intoxicating excitement and sheer terror. We know the narrative. Trout is a hometown kid. He grew up in South Jersey pulling for the Phillies. He loves the Eagles. He loves the Sixers. He is one of us. Seeing him finally wear the red pinstripes would feel like the universe correcting itself. It is the most storybook ending possible for his legendary career, coming home to win a World Series. But there is the elephant in the room, the injuries. I hear it in the stands, I see it on X, I read it in the forums. Fans are saying, we already deal with the inherent instability of rooting for Joel Embiid. Do we really need the medical anxiety of Mike Trout in our lives too? It is a fair point. Trout's back, his calf, his hamate bone. The last few years in Anaheim have been a medical textbook. But here is the counter-argument. The Phillies have a world-class training staff, and they have the designated hitter spot to rotate him through. You don't need Mike Trout to play 150 games in center field anymore. You need him to play 120 games, split between left field and DH, and you need him healthy for Red October. If he gives you 400 elite at-bats and is standing in the box in Game 1 of the NLDS, the trade pays for itself. This reminds me so much of the 2022 run, where the energy in the city just willed the team forward. But this time, we would be adding a first-ballot Hall of Famer with a massive chip on his shoulder. Trout has played in exactly one playoff series in his entire life. One. Back in 2014. The man is starving for October baseball. You put a starving Mike Trout in front of 45,000 screaming maniacs at Citizens Bank Park, and you are going to see a level of baseball that will shake the foundation of the National League. Look at the NL East race. The Braves are never going away. The Mets are always trying to buy their way back into the conversation. The Phillies cannot afford to stand pat and hope Adolis Garcia finds the fountain of youth or that Justin Crawford develops 30 home run power overnight. The window is open right now. Zack Wheeler is not getting younger. Aaron Nola is in his prime. Bryce Harper is in his prime. You owe it to this core to give them the ultimate piece. My final call on this? Dave Dombrowski needs to be on the phone with the Angels front office every single morning until a deal is done. You do not let a generational talent, who happens to be a hometown kid, slip away when he fills the exact hole in your championship puzzle. You make the trade. You bring Mike Trout home. You win the World Series. I want to hear from every single one of you down in the comments. Do you pull the trigger on this blockbuster? Are you willing to trade Justin Crawford to bring Mike Trout to Philly? Drop a "ring the bell" in the comments if you want to see Trout in pinstripes. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the Fightin Phils report for daily, hard-hitting Phillies insider content, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update. We are chasing a ring this year, and we want you along for the ride. See you next time.